Hello and welcome back to Whitney Alex Works recap of The Bachelor Season 28. This time I'm recapping the Women Tell All episode, which also featured the ending of the Fantasy Suites cliffhanger from last week. Let's get started. We begin this infamous episode with host Jesse Palmer welcoming us to a studio audience as Jesse teases the ending of last week's episode where Kelsey leaves Joey a note reading, "We need to talk." But before the show finishes the Fantasy Suites cliffhanger, we are introduced to the eliminated women of this season. And right away we know that Maria is a fan favorite as the crowd goes wild at her introduction. But Maria was also a contestant that dealt with a lot of drama and had a lot of feuds. We get a recap of Maria's feud with Medina, then Sydney, and then with Leia, and last but not least, Jess. This season had a lot of girl drama that showcased strong rivalries and a constant target for a particular woman in the house, Maria. The conflict between Sydney and Maria is still pretty heated that eventually host Jesse Palmer has to try and reel the contestants back in. As the conflict slightly simmers, Jesse Palmer invites Lexi to the hot seat to reflect on her journey with Joey. Lexi self-eliminated in episode 6 based off of her health and wanting children, even though she is dealing with infertility health issues. Lexi expresses her gratitude for all the support and encouragement as she continues to be an example of fighting infertility. Next in the hot seat, Jesse Palmer brings Jen into the limelight. Jen had a strong connection with Joey throughout the season but was eliminated before hometowns. Jen gets emotional after watching her story recap on the show and knows that she is ready for love whenever it comes. Following Jen, Maria takes the hot seat and reflects on her journey on the show. She has nothing but praise for Bachelor Joey and talks about her family and her emotional journey as both a strong connection with Joey and a target for a lot of the drama. After some more slight tiffs, Maria isn't interested in keeping the conflict going, so Leia and Sydney both express in their own ways an apology, and Maria crushes the drama by giving out hugs to both women. So with all the drama this season put to rest for now, it's now time to see what happened after the dreaded to be continued last episode. We head back to Tulum, Mexico, where Joey is distraught after reading a cryptic letter from Kelsey that read, "We need to talk." Joey is expecting the worst as eventually Kelsey comes by and see that Joey is really upset. This changes her demeanor as she realizes that her letter has left Joey unsettled. Kelsey then tells him that she cares about him, misses him, and really wants to meet his family. It seems like Kelsey was going to express her doubts and concerns, but seeing Joey really distraught changed the situation and made Kelsey change her tone from worrying about losing Joey to comforting Joey and trying to maintain their relationship. And despite everything that just occurred, Joey is still upset about how this letter situation went down. And really, the letter cliffhanger turned out to be a big nothing as Kelsey feels bad and is now worried she has pushed Joey too far. We then head to the upcoming rose ceremony where Joey has only 2 roses to hand out and 3 women in front of him. Joey first calls Daisy and then he calls Kelsey, which means Rachel is heading home. Joey walks Rachel out and it's an emotional goodbye as Joey tells her that despite his feelings for her, he has stronger feelings elsewhere. And with Rachel leaving, 2 women remain. We then switch back over to the studio as Rachel is in the hot seat and she is pretty emotional about watching her elimination play out. She says that she has no regrets as she gave it her all, and soon Joey comes out wearing a brown suit and greets Rachel and the other women. Joey and Rachel meet for the first time since that day as they both admit that they had a genuine relationship. But Rachel gets emotional about the backlash she has received during her time on the show, calling out the hateful and hurtful comments she has received, which prompts Jesse to plead for kindness and uplifting behavior from the audience instead of resorting to disrespectful comments and ill intent about the contestants. So with a plea for kindness, Joey is left in the hot seat as he addresses some of the women he eliminated on the show. And really everyone has nothing but good things to say about Bachelor Joey, and he is praised for being a genuine and caring person overall. all. And that's it for week 10 of Joey Grazidei's season of The Bachelor. Next week is the grand finale. However, the recap video on this channel will be delayed a few days as I'll be in Nevada visiting family and friends next week, but I will still create a recap video. It just might not come until March 30th or the 31st. I apologize beforehand for the major delays, so thank you for your patience and see you soon for another recap video in the future.